All right, we're getting ready to head to Spring Break Bash. We're gonna be going in this video, but we got a couple prep work things to do. I was on the fence between taking the LS Miata and the FC. The reason being, I wanna get some more seat time in the Miata before the next round of clutch kickers, and the Miata's sorted, like I know it works, it's reliable. I shouldn't say that because then it'll break. Oh, we're also taking the RV, which is gonna be amazing. So nice having like this at the track, oh, life-changing. Anyway, the FC is pretty sorted, however, it has low oil pressure, so it could blow up at any time. And thing two is, again, I wanna get more seat time in the Miata. But this car is way better for this event because it's a 3-day event where everyone goes hard, everyone bashes doors and jams out and stuff. So it's a much better car to take because it's gonna get more of those. So I think at the end of the day, I've decided to take this. We've got enough time between now and the next round of clutch kickers to drive the Miata again before that round. Again, I want to drive it a little bit more. I've made changes, and I haven't really had time other than at that event to really get more comfortable in the car with the manual steering and things like that. So I want to take some time to do that and kind of figure out my tire options and things like that. So anyway, moral of the story is we got a couple little things to do to the FC, and then we're going to be heading out to the track. So let's get this thing over on the pad and jack it up. Well, I almost panicked and realized that I still don't have a windshield for this thing, and this windshield is destroyed. However, the local auto glass space I use for the Miata is going to be able to knock out the windshield for this thing tomorrow, so that's good. We're covered there. So the couple things we need to address are here in the rear. We've got the rest of the car sorted, aside from the low oil pressure. 1, excessive camber wear. The inside of the tire is straight on wire. The outside has probably 2/3 tread left. We probably have 4 degrees of camber in the rear right now, so we've got some camber links to fix that. And the other thing is what's called a diff snubber. So if you guys remember the first time we took this car to the compound, we had an issue with the front of the diff slipping up. Now, it didn't do that last time, but when you clutch kick hard and everything kind of compresses and moves and bushings deflect and all of that, the drive shaft does bind and grind a little bit. So we're gonna put a diff snubber in the top, which is basically just a bump stop that'll keep the diff from being able to go up. I don't know if we'll be able to do it with the diff in the car, but we're gonna try. So anyway, first thing we gotta do, get this thing jacked up, get these wheels off it, because we also have to mount tires. Now that's what I call good tire wear. So here's what we've got. We've got camber links for the FC. Rear suspension is really weird. I'll show you where these go, but it's awkward. The suspension is awkward, but these should tighten things up, and they're supposed to pull some camber out. And then this is our pinion snubber. It's just a universal energy suspension bump stop. So this is gonna go right above the diff, if we can fit it in there with the diff in there, and hopefully prevent the diff from sliding up. So that's really all we gotta do, and an oil change. So let's get to it. All right, here's our old camber links, and there are our new ones. Kind of see the bottom there. So got those in, wasn't too bad. I haven't really looked at the diff snubber. Oh, there's a hole right there. This might be easier than I thought. So I'm gonna tackle that next, but we got those in. Ben's revving his car for some reason. Definitely have less camber, but still too much. All right, well that went easier than expected. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it. There. So I had to drop the front of the subframe down and have Ben get the nut on from the top, but we got it in. And what happens is the diff wants to slide up, and then that binds the drive shaft and makes horrible noises, and not good things happen. So anyway, that's done. Glad we got that in. That went easier than expected. Camber links went easy. Got those done. So cool. Aside from the windshield, got pretty much everything that I know I've done. Oh, I want to do an oil change. I'll do that real quick. We got to mount tires, load up, and then we're gonna head to the track and go thrash this thing and hope it holds together all weekend. Because if not, we're gonna have to come back here and get the LS Miata. So fingers crossed it makes it the whole weekend. All right, I got my pair of KR20As mounted up. I would have gone with normal KR20s because I don't want a lot of grip in this car for a couple reasons. One, I don't want to break anything. Two, oh, is it gonna stop? Is it gonna stop? There it goes. Anyway, two, it's kind of fun to drive this car loose and try to keep up in a different way. Normally, you know, like in the Miata, I have a bunch of grip and I can really surge on people, whereas this, it's like I have a lot less grip. I can't surge on people, but I can keep the car behind them without having to fight it. It's different and it's fun. I enjoy it. So anyway, I didn't really want this grippy of a tire, but they were on sale, so whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna throw them on. We're gonna set the car down and see what our camber looks like. Man, that fitment is on point. Looks nice with the meaty tires. Wow, we got virtually no camber. This side's got a tiny bit, maybe a degree, maybe less. Yeah, sweet. That definitely removed pretty much all of our camber. I think we probably still have like one degree, if any. So sick. That worked better than I thought. Before, with the car in the air, it looked like it might not have taken much out. This side's still got a little bit. This is gonna be good enough. It's gonna be a lot better than the 3-4 degrees we had before, so sweet. Cool. All right, well, I cut my oil filter open and there is certainly a lot of metallic-y metal. A lot, honestly. I wanna try to ignore it because there's no big chunks caught in the pleats, but there is a lot of metal in there. But we're gonna change the oil and send it on its way, and we'll see what happens. You know, why not? I mean, at this point, if it's done, it's done. You know, it's not like not blowing it up is gonna change anything. It's a $200 5.3. So at the end of the day, might as well have some fun. But yeah, you can see it's pretty bad. Definitely not as bad as when I rod knocked the motor in the LS Miata, but definitely not healthy. So anyway, gonna run to the store, get an oil filter, change the oil, load the car. Alrighty, FC is prepped and ready. We got tires mounted. We're ready to go. I have one less set of wheels than I thought, so I'll have to bring a pair of tires and get them mounted there if we run out, which is likely if it doesn't blow up. But oil change, all the stuff. You guys saw me do it. And I pressure washed it. A lot of people were asking me to pressure wash it. One thing I think people might not realize is this thing is flat white. Like it's flat white spray paint. So pressure washing didn't do much, but it did get the mildew off. So anyway, we've got a day before the event, so we're gonna be loading up here in a day or so, heading out. See you guys then. Look at this, dude. I forgot about this. OSW finally paved this entrance road. This thing was destroyed. I mean, there were so many potholes everywhere. It was absolutely miserable. And they freaking repaved it, man. You gotta love when the track invests back into the track. So we're pulling up now. I gotta check in or whatever, unload, and yeah.
Whenever he's not standing next to you or sitting next to you, whatever, that's a problem. So look around, make sure your friends are all here. Cool. No.
All right, we're about to go out for the first session. Oh, I got sweat all over it. It's freaking hot. Waiting for Ben, or there's Ben. Bad. I think we've got a little too much air pressure in the tires. Everything feels weird, like I just tossed my helmet on, jumped in the car. Oh no, Ben's having issues. Oh man, I gotta move this GoPro. Following Adam in the chaser. interesting to drive because it's so slow, but at the same time, man, it's like I've got a massive, this windshield is new and it feels crazy. It feels like I've got freaking HD vision out of here. Yeah, one thing that's weird about this car is I feel like I can see so much more. Like, I don't know. Like the Miata feels very enclosed. This car feels very like open. This car is so easy to drive, it's ridiculous. This is fun, man. This car definitely needs like another 80 horsepower. I mean, it's fine the way it is, and it's fun. It's just like, like I'm just floored the whole track, which is fine. I mean, that's kind of was the purpose of this car. But I do have a sneaky plan that I might tell you guys about later on in this video, and it's kind of really exciting for both the Miata and the FC. The FC just needs to hold together through this weekend. So we have very low oil pressure. It's very, 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 very plausible that it will rod knock today, tomorrow, ideally Sunday. I got a pit for a minute. What's wrong? Misfiring?
What?
Is it misfiring again?
Yeah, the same shit as that calm
down. All right, well, this is not what I envisioned braking. I went to start my car and the fuel pump seemed like it wasn't running. Fuse kept popping. I've had issues with that on the ARC because I put a bigger fuse in it. That didn't work. Put a wire in it just to see. Started melting the wire. So definitely a problem. Wires up top, melty. I'll show you those in a minute. One thing I noticed, I went to take the feed line off, and normally, you know, there's going to be a little pressure left in here. There was a ton. Like, it just kept spraying and spraying and spraying and spraying and spraying. Nothing in the return. So I think my filter regulator, which is what we were just looking at, I think that thing is clogged up or something. We've also got melty boy wires, so we're gonna have to fix some wiring after we change this filter regulator. All right, Steve is making a quick disconnect tool out of a spark plug tip protector.
Let's see if this works. This is if this works, we're gonna be
geniuses. All right, you try to pull it down. Oh, that's gonna be the hard part. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna push in. You try to pull down.
It's not stiff enough. It just folds.
We need 3 picks. 3 picks and 4 people. I got 3. So there's the one. These definitely aren't designed for you to be able to do this.
No.
I had to do this on my Dodge because this shit wouldn't work. That's one. It's not gonna fit.
Big boy isn't gonna work.
Come on. Damn it. All right, well, Steve from Slide United happened to have quick disconnect tools, but for whatever reason this thing was not having it. So we're going, Steve went to Manway and we're just cutting it off. Look at that, dude. Those are rippers, dude.
Nipex, man.
Oh, they are Nipex.
Dude, if you guys watch the channel regularly, you know. Nipex is what's up.
We got it. Thanks, Steve. All right, well, we fixed our issue, I think. Going back out. Oh, no. No, come on, bud. Don't do that to me, son of a bitch. You just worked fine 5 minutes ago. I think it was just the battery terminals. Yeah, we're good. Hopefully this thing's a little quicker now. Seems to be running better. My tires are still like brand new from like I did that whole session without them. I didn't do a ton of laps. I probably did, I would say 10 at least, 10, 12. And we drove for like 40 minutes straight. And the tires are still brand new looking. It's crazy. It's ironic because I built the Miata because Miatas are really good on tires normally. But it turns out my Miata is not very good on tires. And tires are like, it's hit or miss to find the right tires. This thing's nice though, it's so comfortable. Like the seat's real cushy and the suspension's cushy. It's a big cushy car. Oh, look at that, you see that plane? Alright, gonna follow that on this run. Hopefully his car doesn't, it was like fast that last run. Did he say, oh, you're good. Did he say,
the biggest blow line I could.
It was perfect. Did he say that was our last one?
Get the lights to work. It was fine anyway.
All right, well, that was our last run for tonight. Dang, that thing shoots like good flames at random times. It's weird. That was fun, man. Me and Adam haven't got to drive together much lately because, like, it's basically like, I don't know, it seems like every time I'm at OSW, he was out of town. And then the times I don't drive OSW, he's here. So I'm glad we finally got to drive together again. It's been a while, man. It's fun. It's good in that car, too. It's a little quicker, but it's like a nice big car. He ran some smooth burl lines. I was able to just chill right up. That was great, man. That was fun. I like this car, man. I like this car. I can't wait to tell you guys my plans for it. Alrighty, well, it's the morning. Day 2. The FC was working absolutely great yesterday. It definitely doesn't make a lot of power, but it was plenty to get the job done. Tire wear is phenomenal. I got these Kenda KR20As, which are the sticky Kendas, and they're still like brand new. I did probably 20 runs yesterday, and they still look literally brand new, especially now that we got that camber out of the back. So I'm stoked. This thing's been really fun. They had that fuel pump issue, but other than that, she's been a trooper. Super nice out today. It's a little toasty. It's getting warm. It's probably gonna get warmer, but hey, still a beautiful day in Florida. Yeah, so everyone got pretty drunk last night, so everyone's probably gonna hate life today. I didn't, because I'm smart, and today is the main day where you're driving all day. So I didn't really drink anything. Had one beer. Smart. I mean, this thing falls on its face up top, like on the run up first, like I don't even get near limiter in first, and it just starts falling on its face. A hot one, guys. I can wheel this car like really well. Like I just feel like I don't know, like I can really anticipate what's gonna happen. make this run count, that's when you can really follow close, is in second. We're going to be following Ryan Ostavato Avocado. Hell yeah, that was sick. What happened?
What did you do? Hit the wall? How bad is it? You got
All your studs are gone except one.
Studs. Oh, I got an extra knuckle. So. I genuinely think that was the most savage thing I've ever seen.
What did that happen?
We'll just follow the trail back. You'll find out exactly where. Where's your wheel? Way back on the tracks. Were you on the oval? Yeah.
Oh,
Full send, my bad. Got a little wild.
sounds like it. The guys over at Slide United have saved the day twice now. They had heat tape. I think what's happening, I'll have to show you when we get back over there. I think my fuel is boiling. I'll show you. So I filled up, then I had the issue. I thought maybe it was too full and it couldn't return and was like bogging the pump down. I don't think that was the case. Went back out, made it the whole session, started running weird one direction, thought it was low on fuel, put fuel in it. And then probably like the next run was good. And then the run after that is when it just like right now, if I floor it, just like loses all power. So fuel tank's not hot, wine's not hot back there, but up here, the wine is incredibly hot. Like burn your fingers hot as it goes by the exhaust there. So, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it down far enough to really help. I'm gonna try to tape it up with this stuff and see if I can keep some heat out of it and if that'll solve my problem. I just think the bay is getting heat soaked and then that's transferring into the fuel and the fuel is boiling as it's going into the rails. Yeah, because these are super hot too. And they were hot before they were in the sun, so. Anyway, I'm gonna try that. You know, it happens. Could be a lot worse. The car's running good otherwise. It's not getting hot, like coolant temp wise or anything, and whatever. It just keeps dying. Fuel problems. So we'll try to figure it out. All right, we got AJ from Bell here helping me reflective tape my fuel line.
Extra hot boy.
So that, yeah. I'm just trying to make it look cooler before the comp. That's really the only goal here.
Yeah, this is for sure style points. Mike Jones knows about that.
No, style points.
What do you think?
Break it off here.
It looks sick, dude.
I've been turning my car off just so that the engine bay is just not like heat from the radiator blowing all over the fuel and the fuel just sitting there waiting to go into the engine. So I'm trying that for when we have long stops like this so that hopefully it doesn't boil as quick. seems like the fuel's still boiling or something's still happening. It was not running 100% there. Again, man. I don't know what's going on. My car's not running right. It's like fuel cutting or something. I'm gonna check it out.
I like the helmet.